Mr. Nartey George, you're welcome to Eyewitness News. Were you at that meeting?
Good evening, Umaru. Good evening to your listeners. Yes, I was present.
Now, that meeting, and before we even get to the issues that came out of it, we are told it's a meeting to smoke the peace pipe, and yet we did not see the quote-unquote ousted leaders at that meeting. That doesn't send a positive signal for your campaign to forward much.
I do not know who gave the indication that was a peace pipe smoking meeting. Like I said, I was at that meeting. I didn't see any pipes to be smoked. And so I don't know who gave that indication. That meeting had been advertised as a meeting between the caucus, our Council of Elders, and our national executives to outdoor the incoming leadership of our caucus. That's what that meeting was about. There had been previous meetings with the stakeholders, both collectively and individually, at various levels to resolve the issues. And so the issues have been resolved prior to this afternoon's meeting. This meeting was basically the result, or let me call it the child of the meetings that had happened, that had brought peace into the party and addressed the issues that had been fundamentally raised across board. I used your platform to call on the Council of Elders before the petition was sent to them to address it and step into the matter. Let me use your platform again to extend my profound thanks and that of the entire caucus to the Council of Elders led by the Venerable Alhaji Mahama Idrisu, and there's several wonderful people on the Council of Elders. You know, the Akans have a proverb, "Uni pinyu fear and the to wit, if you have no elder in your house, then woe betide to you." We have shown that we're a political party that have elders at home who can always step in. Unlike our half-brothers on the other side who are in disarray, we have elders who can always settle the matter for us when there's discourse. And in every family, there is bound to be discourse. Even in the mouth, the teeth and the tongue have conflict, but then they still reside in the same mouth. And so we're excited that this matter has been resolved, and most importantly, that the issues, the fundamental issues that were raised, have been adequately and properly addressed. And that, for me, is victory for all sides involved.
So this was not a meeting to showcase to the world that you are one united party under one umbrella, because if that's the indication that we got, and if that's what you were intending to showcase, then having the people who have been removed would have sent that signal. But if you do not have that, and it's just a group of MPs, not the entire caucus, with your executives holding a press conference and saying that all is well, then it means that you are essentially saying your grandmother is alive when she's already gone, and that's an adage or proverb. You know what I'm trying to say. Are you are you not unnecessarily covering your own mess and pretending all is well, sweeping things under the carpet?
Well, I know sensational news sells, and it would have been more sensational to have had the headline say that NDC is still at the crossroads like the MPP is, when even the president is being alleged to be part of the rancor and chaos that the NPP finds themselves in even being able to just select a date. We are not like that. Like I said, we have elders at home. This meeting was not supposed to showcase to anybody anything. It was to outdoor our incoming executives or leadership to the caucus. If you want to see the unity of the caucus, be on the floor of the House from tomorrow, 7th of February, and then you will see the unity of the 137 on the floor behind our leadership as we move. Let's bear in mind that the three individuals who were at the subject of the whole brouhaha are former leaders, the three that have been changed: the Venerable Haruna Idrisu, the indefatigable James Kluge Aveji, and the quintessential Muntaka Mubarak. Never wrote a petition, never complained anywhere to anybody. It is members of the caucus, led by our former leader, Clayton Avoga, and the former Deputy Attorney General and senior member of the caucus, the Honorable Dominic Ayune, who spearheaded a petition to the Council of Elders. And those two individuals were present at the meeting today. In fact, even Dr. Kluge Aveji, my chairman on the Public Accounts Committee, was present in that meeting. And so there is no semblance of disconnect anywhere. Like I said, this meeting is as a result of the extensive consultations. And I must I doff my hat out to the Council of Elders. Several meetings in the past 7 days. They've been stretched to their limits, but they have been able to hold the core of the party together. And so for me, today's meeting, nobody told us that they were bringing the old executives and the new executives together. No. In fact, you didn't have all 137. Members are still boarding flights from across the country to head back to Accra to arrive tonight for sitting to begin tomorrow. And so we didn't have everybody present there. We had less than 100 of our members in there because members are still caught in travels on their way back to Accra. And so it is neither here nor there. The absence of presence of any one member of the House of the caucus is inconsequential to what was said at the end. That, look, the petitioners are excited and happy about the decisions that have been reached. And Dr. Yine was very clear when he spoke, when he said this petition was not about Atu-Forsen, it was not about Kofi Amabwa or Kwame Governance Agboja, neither was it about Haruna Idrisu, Aveji, or Muntaka. It was about processes. And steps have been taken to address the issues of processes. That for me is victory. That for me is a party that has its head properly screwed on and knows what the focus ought to be. The focus ought to be being fully prepared for the job and task ahead of us come tomorrow, 10 o'clock in the forenoon on the floor of the House.
Does it mean then that the petition that was sent to the Council of Elders has been properly dealt with and disposed of, so you're moving forward?
That's exactly what Dr. Dominic Ayine said. The fact that the issues of processes and the need for consultation, and the fact that the national chairman admitted and said to us at the meeting that even previously, in his previous incarnation as General Secretary, that the Haruna Idrisu-led administration had prepared a draft document, a draft on the way forward, but unfortunately that had not seen the fulfillment of its maturity. And this whole situation has led us to a place where it is now front and center on the front burner and will become a topical issue that will be discussed and dealt with extensively. So for me, the issues that were raised on processes have been admitted to, and we're fleshing out a roadmap to ensure that this never happens again. That is the mark of a functional party. Very
well. Let me read this post from your outgone chief whip and then ask you to comment. He has put up a tweet, this is a Facebook post, and he says, to all our supporters, and I'm referring to the Honorable Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak, he says, to all our supporters within and without, I had a lengthy meeting with my big brother, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, on Saturday evening over the parliamentary reshuffle. I want to first of all thank him for the words of advice and encouragement to me as a younger brother. His Excellency's intervention has brought an end to all the brouhaha associated with the reshuffle. We are for the interest of our party, NDC. We need to move on as a party and channel all our energies towards 2024 elections. I thank all our chiefs, queen mothers, imams, supporters for your prayers and solidarity. I pray for Allah's guidance in all our affairs. Long live NDC, long live Ghana. These are the words of the Honorable Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak. But these words fell short of saying, I hereby declare my full support for Kaisel Atu-Forsen, for Kwame Agboja, for the Honorable Ama Kofi Boa. This goes to cement the view or the fear or the suspicions that you have cracks within which cracks you are sitting on.
Umaru, with the greatest of respect, except you want to manage the Honorable Muntaka Mubarak's communication, then you would determine the choice of words that he would put.
No. That would be unfair. I am saying that if he has spoken. I think we should get this. No. Let's get this straight. I have read what he said, and I said that falls short of what would have been truly meant to be a united force. And you understand communication. He understands communication. I understand communication. And I'm saying that what he said does not suggest that he has endorsed the new leadership. So I'm asking you if that is not a problem for you.
No, and that's something that the entire basis and premise of your question is incorrect. Let me read what Honorable Muntaka said. And I'm reading the second paragraph, the second and third sentences in that paragraph, so you can confirm that I'm reading the same thing that you just read. We are for the interest of our party, NDC. We need to move on as a party and channel all our energies towards 2024 elections. Umaru, if this is not about galvanizing all our collective efforts towards the focus of the party, what more did you want the Honorable Muntaka Mubarak to write? What I've just read to you, how does that not represent the fact that this is a man who is pledging his ultimate support towards the forward march of the NDC? What's the leadership of the NDC in Parliament going to be doing? Is it not working towards the forward march of the NDC in 2024? I read again for emphasis. We are for the interest of our party, NDC. The leadership that exists there today has been put there by the party, and so that's the interest of the party. He says he is for it, and he doesn't even just use the singular, he uses the plural, speaking on behalf of he and his two other colleagues, the leadership. He goes ahead to say we need to move on as a party and channel all, not some, all our energies towards 2024 elections. Umaru, I think that the Honorable Muntaka has stated clearly the open and uncompromising endorsement and support for the current leadership. And it's clear in what he just said. I mean, it's clear as daylight. There's no ambiguity in it.
Very well. Thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you so much, Umaru.